Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Today's episode's coming to you at 5 p.m. I am here, I am ready. It's another day. Today is what will, unless something goes wrong and like I develop a headache mid-episode or something like that, this will be the final day of Tethys. So I don't think that Tethys is bad. Like here's the conclusion. We're coming to the end. This is the first real like stopping point I've been at. I don't think that Tethys is bad, and I don't think that if you're getting Stygian main, you're going to necessarily be at a disadvantage. I think you're probably at an advantage, but in these recent runs, I have been playing lines that try to focus on playing something related to Tethys, and it just doesn't happen. Alright, I guess I got Exile Awoken again. Look, I random, man. What can I say? It just doesn't really happen, you know? Tethys, she doesn't have it anymore. In the old days, she had it, she was a good solo carry, but Relentless doesn't matter anymore. If you make it to Relentless, you've usually won your fight anyway, so... Tethys is worse, and... Pardon me, I think that Spell Weakness is worse as well. I think that what they should do for Spell Weakness Tethys is make it like an aura. I think all of the Spell Weakness effects should just be when an enemy enters the floor, apply Spell Weakness. That would be really good. But anyway, I'm just going to play a normal run today. We're not going to do anything crazy with it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Today, Stygian, Exile Awoken. It is Soul Sucker, Curse, Sap, Titan's Gratitude, Sting, Preserve. Should tell you, I'm going on vacation again soon. It's my yearly trip to my grandmother's, where I will not be picking and choosing out. I'll be taking Pyrestone housing here. Yeah, chillin'. I was gonna say, if I get Conduit again, honestly, are you guys even gonna notice? I don't know. Tethys should be present. It's my yearly vacation where I get to sit there and go, man, I wish I wasn't here right now. But, you know, as I always say, it's important to spend time with the family, and I recognize that. But, like, man, I wish they would just, like 1 year, I'd like to not have to be the one to travel. But, nonetheless, you will be getting a little bit of a backlog recording. Be gone from the 26th to the 31st, so probably gonna record like 6 episodes. It's not as bad as the last vacation. Preserve is nice. We can freeze a Steward and then end turn. I need to block this. Oh, or I can just Titan's Gratitude. Yeah, look at that. We want to try to save the Steward if possible. We want them to be full health entering Relentless. We have to play a higher floor here. Normally you'd like to play a lower floor and just let the Frostbite tick, but we gotta play a higher floor against this fight because it's, well, these guys, you know. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm gonna hold the Frozen Train Steward. Thinking about if I should play a Train Steward there or not. I don't think it matters. The only thing that really matters here is killing this 3-1 and this 3-1, and then the rest of it's kinda whatever. Oh, Monster Train. That's so unlikely. Oh, Monster Train. That's not supposed to happen. Thankfully I drew another one, but still. I play Titan's Gratitude. Technically that was a coin flip to not get hit here, but I already knew I was getting hit there. I just assume it. It's better that way. I've been saying, I think Ice Tornado's falling a little bit in my mind. I'm gonna pick Crypt Builder. I think it's a little bit better. Vine Grasp is very good. I'm finding something like this to be very useful throughout. And we will go Hot Shark. Vine Grasp giving you this option to pull enemies to the front for Frozen Lances and for Stings. Very nice. What, like, Endless? Yeah, Endless or Multi-Strike. Either one, just not a Large Stone here. I mean, Large Stone's also fine. It's the worst of the 3 options, but we have the +1 unit slot upgrade, so I am fine. This is intrinsic. I don't really want it. We're good for a while here. The game plan from this point on is pretty easy to pilot. This run shouldn't take a whole lot of effort now, but hey, you never know. I have played a run like this many times, and the variation is going to come from our spells, pretty much. And I want that collector. I should kill this guy. What is it? You're at 11, so it's 3, 6, 9, 5. Tethys is always dead. I have to play like Train Steward, Vine Grasp to let Tethys live. I'll go to the hell then. Yeah. I didn't look at what boss it was actually. I probably didn't need to worry about keeping Tethys alive there, honestly. That was a bad trade-off. That was a mistake, I think. Now that I give it a little bit more thought, because yeah, Tethys is worthless here. And we don't need Tethys, yeah. I could have just focused on, I could have grabbed the money. I only saved like 1 HP without pulling that guy to the front. It's like, let me check Discord. Okay. I'm always expecting a message. I've been keeping an eye out, but I didn't have it in a position where I could see who messaged me. I think Glimmer is a good grab here. It gives healing, and healing is nice as a card to bring for Siren of the Sea. Giving her a way to get some health back is cool. Yeah, now I'm gonna go right. Yesterday, I didn't play Self-Infused Shark. Today I'm gonna play Self-Infused Shark. Hindmother Infusion is kind of interesting on Siren of the Sea. Gives her 10 base HP and she gets 3 stings, which is like, so you play Siren of the Sea, you get 3 draw, and you get 3 like incants. Huh. Is that better than just playing a self-infused? Probably not, but that's interesting. It's close to playable. We don't always see that. I don't ever know if Ember Stasis feels good to me. I think it doesn't typically. My money is on it's not all that useful, but like in theory it should be fine, right? You get 3 single-use cards that just nuke an enemy off of the field, but they also take your whole turn. It's interesting. I'm gonna put the shark 1 floor higher. Oh, guess I'm gonna put Tethys behind the shark also. Oh, you know what? I could Glimmer there. I shouldn't Glimmer there because there's a 50-50, yeah, the boss comes middle floor. And if the boss goes middle floor here like she has, and I had if I had a full round of enemies hitting me, that would be a lot of frostbite. But I guess the other side of it is that Tethys swings on her there, so it's actually like... Oh, it's actually almost even. Tethys is like 2 frostbite less good. So it works out in my favor. I didn't recognize, but yeah, that's alright. This fight's not hard anyway. This is one of those things where I'm sitting here min-maxing a fight that does not matter on that side. Like, we're going to win. I need to move my keyboard. What the heck? My mouse is continuously bumping my keyboard. That's not good. But not bad. It's not like the end of the world or anything. That's not good. This is it. It's over. I'm done for. This is how it ends. No, it's a little. I need to just move my keyboard. That's all. A little weird. That's what I'm saying. Ancient's Energy is it. Like I was saying, the big play here is to pick up cards that actually like impact us. Good spells to play with Siren of the Sea. Animus of Will, as I think about it here, is good. You lose 5 attack on the Siren of the Sea for multi-strike. Good. I'll take energy because of Root Seeds and Sting. We're gonna go left. Quick, +10, +10. You can armor 2 multi-strike. Yeah, okay. This one's pretty much handled, I would say. This is gonna be a nice standard run with very little impact from Tethys, but undeniably Tethys is going to be on the run. Frostbite Tethys is here. She is marked for attendance, so you know what? It's all good with me. I will say, I think that of the clans, the most interesting thing about Stygian is that despite being the clan based around spells, they are the clan that I find myself having the most infusion requirements. I regularly spend 50 on infusions and then 15 for a duplicate. It's like pretty common to spend 65 of your pack shards on infusions with this clan. You know what could have been a fun idea? I like to sit down and think about fun ideas. You ever have any fun ideas about Monster Train? Like, oh, you know what? I think that would have been a cool thing to see added to the game. You know what I think would have been a cool thing to see them put in the game? It'd be cool if there were spell infusions. Like, imagine you could put, like, you could take, like... Now, I don't know exactly how this would work. You have to bear with me. I'm kind of going with this on the fly. I can think of, like, 1 or 2 good ones, and then I'm like, oh, man. Oh no. So, like, imagine you could sacrifice Ancient Synergy into another spell, and the spell then hits 2 more times, for example. That'd be cool. I think, anyway. I think that'd be cool. I didn't actually count. I'm to a point with this game where I just don't care enough to count anymore. I might have been able to save myself 1 hit here. Probably could have, but I just can't find myself like, I just don't care. Yeah, imagine you could, like, infuse Ancient Synergy, and then all of a sudden Crypt Builder hits 3 times. I think that would be broken. My initial thought is that that would be absolutely out of control. But it would be fun. That's the thing. But it would be fun though. I'm gonna keep the shark alive, although he's 43 HP. I think it matters a little bit. Alright, nothing too interesting about this one from here on. We're gonna watch Tethys sit there and do something right up until the part where she does nothing. That's the thing about Tethys, she's not necessarily bad. She died, my animus died to the spikes. Tethys isn't, like, necessarily a bad unit. The ability is good, but, like, my man, or my girl here has 5 HP. And as we saw, this path caps out at 6. It's just like I've said, and especially since I've been working on this Monster Train balance video, it's a lot of fun to write, but sometimes I don't have the motivation. Anyway, what I find is that, real quick, hold on. Here, I really wish they had done one final balance pass. Like, just look through it all again and go, yep, here's the last one. Probably should have taken Cleansing Water there. I don't know how good. Faulty Water's not bad, it's just a little weird with Shark. But I think that the bonus melee weakness is usually worth it. Tethys will do pretty well with it. I'm gonna grab the plus 10 piercing and the value stone actually. Yeah. But no, I wish that Tethys was just like looked at one more time, and I wish that like Reaper Prince and those things got another pass, right? Because ultimately games need to have things that aren't good, but they can have, like, some things are naturally going to have worse power than others, but you can still have them be, like, playable. You can still have it be not a throw to take them. I should put plus 20 consumes on Frozen Lances. It's actually been very good to me. I even almost like it on Ice Storm. Makes Ice Storm this one-time play that wipes a lot of stuff out. We'll see. Yeah, okay, I did see the steel shop where I wanted it to. I just thought about it again and I went, wait a minute. Did I actually see that steel shop where I wanted to, or did I just think about it where I wanted it to be? I did see it where it needed to be. We are probably just going to focus on steel shops now to get Shark Infusion, or a Shark Endless, because missing Endless would be a shame. The Shark is still good, he's just not as good. But this Siren is gonna go pretty nuts once we get a roll in here. I wonder how pre-DLC, if your run relied on Tethys, how did you not die to something like the Sweet Boss? I really don't remember. It's been so long. I'm trying to dig deep and think about it. I think you just, like, I mean, I don't think you just died, but you had to have some sort of a plan, right? I guess this boss isn't as hard as the other bosses are, so your plan for this boss, if your plan is Tethys for Seraph, because Seraph didn't have a way to kill Tethys, other than like the sweep enemies. Man, it's been so long. I'm trying to think back to figure out what I thought back then, but I don't really remember. That's the thing about Monster Train for me. I have played so many runs that it just kind of goes out of my mind. I finish a run and it's gone from my mind because I've played like thousands of runs, probably, maybe more. Urchin Spines is a good card. Don't disrespect it. And Engraft is fine. It's an incant trigger for free, basically. Also going over here gives us higher HP, which is good. Dark should get a plus 25. Incant Armor 2 or Multi-Strike or Endless. Endless is ideal. No attack here. We have another Steel Shop, so I'm okay. It's fine to just chill, unless we see something in the caverns. Ah, yeah. My Refraction would let me play Shark, Siren, Siren? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Right? But I could also play Big Shark. No, I should. Look, we've had enough fun playing big units. I'm gonna put the tiny stone on the shark today. I've done big unit enough. I've done it enough times recently. I'm gonna stay not over on pack shards. I really don't think that there are good relics in there that could be in there, but I'm gonna take it easy. I'll be alright. I'll think about it. That's all I can say about this one. I'll think about it. I think it's best to put the shark down here, and then he transfers to the top floor later. It is so natural for me to just automatically assume my multi-striking unit is at the back of the floor, which they are not here. Tethys is at the back of the floor. I have to fix this because I'm wasting root seeds on Tethys. And Tethys is, she's not the target, you know? Tethys isn't who needs this. Unless. There's no reason to skip and snare here. We can just stack the floor up because stacking this guy here puts... maybe, hang on a second, maybe that was a bad idea. I think I'll just kill them all now. And we'll just pretend that didn't happen. I recognize my mistake. Yeah, I guess, you know, I think I should have opened that relic. Going over on pack shards to look at a relic. No, you know what? I don't think I should have. There's like 3 or 4 relics that you can think of that are good in that relic bin, but a lot of the time, not a lot of the time, but some of the time you're going to open it and you're just going to make your run weaker. And I think that it's better to play for ensuring that your run is as strong as it can be. And that's just too much of a gamble, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Because if we hit, what was it? It's bonus frostbite, or double incants, or like Light's Gift, although Light's Gift is kind of whatever. And if you hit any of those, this run's really coming to a close here. Like the, don't remember the exact guy. The other one that comes to mind is the Vine Grasp one. Cursed Vines. But if you miss, I feel like the run gets a lot weaker because you're making the Divinity a harder fight for no value. My feeling, I guess, really is that just go to 100 pack shards and stop. Sometimes it's good to go to one, like a little higher for something like a value stone or an intrinsic, but usually you're best off to skip. Oh man. I want to go to the the caverns here because I could get something that I've never seen before in this game, which is a 5-stack unit. Oh. But it's bad. I could get a 5-stack on him, but it's not good. How sad, man. Giving him a sap on play is worthless. It's like anti-synergy. I'm very sad, because I would have liked to have given him this. I've never seen a 5-stacked unit before. You can see it for a second there. Do they get smaller? I think they get smaller. Anyway, this goes on the Siren. Melee weakness 1 on the Siren. Yeah, sure. That sounds good to me. Ooh, chill win 3. Tethys. I'll do it. It's the devil tempting me. Not today, Satan. As much as I may want it. My thought for this fight, by the way, if you're wondering why I just snap picked the enemies do more damage trial, is that a majority of the damage that comes through is going to be from these guys that are going to die to Shark. Like this. And this one has melee weakness already. Yeah, like the little guys. This is a fight with a lot of shade wings. I'll try to talk out decisions like that a little bit more. I think it's good too. But yeah, basically the idea is this is a fight where yeah, a majority of the damage is going to be in the small enemies, and the small enemies die to Shark. So giving this guy 8 more attack isn't really that big of a loss. Especially not if I can... Whoa, that's crazy. Do you know that worked like that, by the way? I did know that, but if an enemy has spell weakness on them, and you hit them with Titan's Gratitude, and Titan's Gratitude discards a Crypt Builder, both cards get credit for the spell weakness. It's a strange mechanic because I don't really feel like it should work that way. Because it's like, it's 2 instances of spell damage. Honestly, I feel like that's kind of a bug. However, that is something that happens so infrequently that who cares, really? That's probably the first time in like, maybe the first, I've seen it before, but I don't know if I've seen it on YouTube before. It's a very infrequent interaction. Because A, you have to have spell weakness on the enemy, B, you have to have Titan's Gratitude, and C, Titan's Gratitude has to hit. That shit doesn't happen. Titan's Gratitudes are a griefer. I actually kind of thought I was gonna die here. I guess with the melee weakness it's a little bit better though. The events were all nice to me today. Although the more I play, the more I'm like, man, Concealed Caverns, let's set up. Concealed Caverns really do hold a lot of like ways to stay alive pretty much. There's a lot of my runs that feel like they should be lost. I go into a cavern and I go, oh, I see. Yeah. Draw to 10 on turn 1 is pretty good. We have root seeds. I like Lost Luggage here. Split Mask is whatever. Sap Tap has some value. It's card draw. Card draw is at least a little bit good. 100 of 100 on the pack shards. Yeah, it's been nice to get this in-game armor too. Sap Tap has like, it has a very small amount of value, but value is value. And I get rid of Frozen Lands here. Let's go. This run's kind of like, I almost want to say surreal, but that's not right. I feel out of it, but I can't tell you why. I can't put my finger on why, but I feel a little out of it here. So it's just kind of happening. I'm here. Why did I take Glimmer? Or why did I take Sap Tap rather? I know I can't play that. Tethys, woo! I'm gonna, maybe if I hype Tethys up every time she does something. Maybe Tethys will do better if I hype her up. Woo, let's go Tethys! Can we get some hype for Tethys, please? She's probably worth more than 1 HP on the Siren is. I guess it's 3 HP, but yeah. Can you please hype Tethys up as if Tethys is doing something really incredible and exciting in this run? Maybe Tethys just needs to get her groove back, you know? Could be that. Maybe we just need to give Tethys a little bit of hype. Tethys, she almost swung there. Woo, Tethys. Oh my gosh, she's gonna put Frostbite on the boss here. This is gonna be a game changer. A true blue down home game changer out of Tethys here today. I'm gonna play Root Seeds because Titan's Gratitude doesn't make a difference here. Double heavies shouldn't be a problem because of melee weakness on strike, really. That should push through the damage we need. Also, this isn't indicative because we are down a bit of attack. This is not quite how the final fight will look. How old Divinity will look. How old the Divinity will look. That sentence doesn't sound right. How the old Divinity will look. How? My spell weakness. I don't even notice it over there. Spell weakness stacking the boss. I think that... I guess I should say, one of the thoughts that I've had after doing this whole such situation, I suppose, where we're playing all of this different wacky stuff. I think that any line that you see me play here and I go, yeah, this is usually not going to work, that doesn't mean that that line isn't good. Like the spell weakness line where you're stacking spell weakness out on the boss to one-shot them, it can work. I think. How does it beat the Divinity though? Actually, like unironically, if you're playing like a spell weakness Tethys or a spell weakness, what is her name? Not Clocalia. Icy Siliphyte. That's the other one. Like if you're playing around them with a spell weakness plan, you just have to, how do you kill the Divinity? Because you don't have the round after Relentless to kill with. So I think that they have to just be like, they have to get you to the Divinity and then something else has to win you the Divinity. That's my thought. They might cut a massive this shark. Well, I guess on the Divinity it'll be fine, because Tethys is the Ember Drain dodger for me here today. Actually. Well, boss. That's a triple unit draw. Don't forget to use Tethys for her intended purpose. This is the other thing, if you go a little higher on pack shards, these units are at a slightly higher risk. The Sirens are. Because the Divinity will one-shot them if you can't cast a spell on turn 1. Typically, if you have Sirens and you can't cast a spell on turn 1, you deserve what's coming. But, you never know. I'm thinking about something now while I'm playing these cards. Give it a sec. Okay. So, here's the thought. Which of these two Sirens is it better to put your buffs on? The short answer is it's pretty minor. The longer answer is... I don't know. Because on the one hand, front Siren... It's a melee weakness question. Which one gets the most benefit from you giving them melee weakness value? That's what the question is here. Does this one benefit more? 1, 2... I guess all 3 hits get melee weakness if this one has it, versus this one having only the first 2. Relentless, it doesn't matter, but I think it is actually better to put them on the back unit. I believe in type. Never mind. The trick there is to put the Permafrost onto your Crypt Filler. That way you won't discard your Permafrost card. The shark needs to follow these guys, by the way. Higher HP sharks tend to need to follow the Harvest Wave around, or else you'll get a little big dot. Because it's a very scary wave. I guess I'm just going to keep their numbers the same because I like that more. Yeah, Shark doesn't have a whole lot of value to give you on the mini-boss. Do I have enough damage for the mini-boss? That's the real question. I think I should with spell weakness, or melee weakness. You gotta remember, even though my damage is only in like the 60s, it's 60 with a double on it. I think I'm gonna use the shark to help buffer for the sirens now. More than anything else, I'm worried about my sirens dying. So I'm just gonna sit here and spam spells on the top floor. Classic mistake. You played a random discard, but there were 2 permafrosted cards in your hand, so it didn't know which one to discard. Often it happens. I did it again. Oh, hey, nice job. Very cool. This is why you wouldn't want to put the shark on the floor with your carries, though. The shark is going to die, but he's not going to die cleanly, so some damage bleeds through. That damage wouldn't happen otherwise. Unlocked him. He has 110 HP, so he shouldn't have too much trouble tanking this. He appears to be having some trouble tanking this. This is the highest damage wave in the game. It is... I guess technically it's the highest damage wave if you play against on the bottom floor, but it's 32 plus 14 is 46, 86, 96, 106, plus 18 damage sweep. So it's 106 damage to your front unit plus 18 sweep damage. This is the highest amount of damage that a floor could threaten to you, because it's another 48 from the Divinity. This wave alone solos most game plans. What is that? That's... I think I was at 108, something like that. I've already forgotten the number I said. It's a very big number though, whatever it was. Well, it was a good run. We have a Siren left alive at full HP, so this is over and finished. But yeah, that multi-striking wave, I think it threatened me somewhere in the range of like 150 total damage to my floor. That's a lot of damage. I guess theoretically, I guess it's the highest damaging normal spawning wave, because you could make worse waves. Or you could say, well, what about Relentless? Doesn't Relentless threaten more damage? Yeah, sure. You are right on a technicality, and technically correct is good enough. Technically the highest damaging fight, or technically speaking, the highest damaging wave is a, like, 200 pack shard self-made harpy, I'm pretty sure. I think that thing does, like... Maybe not, actually. But then it's like, for every round. But that feels like cheating. I feel like you're going against the nature of the question here. I think I'm gonna say it's that multi-strike wave on the Divinity. I'm gonna move on. You can say something else if you want. Mainly novel 20. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you tomorrow, where we will never play Tethys again. Goodbye.